Good evening and welcome. Thank you for joining me this evening on Inspired to Achieve Global TV. And we're here together again in the executive suite for our Friday evening chat. And how are you today? How has your week been? Has it been a successful week? Has it been a quiet week? Has it been an action-packed week? What have you been doing? So remember to like, comment, and share, because this space is about us connecting, us communicating, and encouraging each other, supporting each other, and sharing ideas. So, it's Friday evening. It's the beginning of November. Wow. So I'm going to see who's on with me. Okay. And, the month has started. We've got 2 months left in the year. What is it that you are going to be doing for these 59 days? So, well, I say the next 59. So we'll forget today. Today's nearly over if you're in the UK or Europe. So I'm not even going to challenge you for today. Starting tomorrow, what is it you'll be doing for the next 59 days? Because do you actually realize that you still have the opportunity to have 59 individual successes? 59 days of successes. So what can you do? And one of the things I'd like to do is to actually encourage you to consider challenging yourself to actually have a win every day for the next 59 days. I will come back to that a bit later, and let's see who's joined us. Hi, Robert. Thank you for joining. Lovely to have you here for our Friday evening chat. So, how's your month started? We're now in November, the last 2 months of the year. So how's it going for you? And as I mentioned just now, I will be coming back to talk about the idea of 59 days of successes. Because wouldn't it be awesome to really end the year feeling that you've achieved a lot, that you've had so many successes? Wow. And that's good. So when you say increasing your financial knowledge, in what way? Is it in terms of generating income? Is it in terms of investing? Is it in terms of managing your finances? Is it a combination of all of them? Because as you know, my background is in accounts and finance. So I'm always interested when people talk about financial matters to see where they're coming from and how they see it. So right, so generating income. Okay, so and why not start today? That's the thing, because again, you've got skills and talents that can enable you to generate income. And for a lot of us, it's really how we recognize those skills and talents and then turn them around in order to monetize them. And it's funny that you should mention that, because I've been speaking to a few people recently who have brilliant ideas, have things that they're doing, but it's really how they systemize what they're doing and how they put things together in order for it to operate better. So I'm looking forward to hearing more and more about your new income generation ideas. Okay. And you say it's difficult to create a workable budget. Is Roy on with us as well? Oh, welcome, Roy. Realistically, how I would look at it is, what are the things, if you've got a list of everything that you've got to cover at the moment, and really looking at it to identify where do your finances really go? Because sometimes there are things in there that we're covering and we're paying for that we may not need to have, or we could reduce. So it'd be interesting to see, how your budget structured, and then you're looking at, well, okay, what you've got coming in and how you can proportion that. So, and sometimes that can be a fun exercise. I think for some people, when they're looking at budgets and when they're looking at their finances, they have this dread, or that, it's like an overwhelm. Whereas if you're looking at it from an excitement perspective and a fun perspective, and becoming more creative how you look at it, you get a different energy around it. And you may then see that there are other ways that you can actually generate more income in a fun way that covers the budget or even gives you more at your disposal. Good evening, Pastor Roy. Yes, I will call you Pastor Roy because that's how I know you. Thank you for joining. It's lovely to have you here with us this evening. So I was just saying beforehand that, we're now in the last 2 months of the year. And what I'm inviting people to consider from tomorrow onwards, having 59 days of successes. And what I mean by 59 days of successes is that each day for the next 59 days, you have an individual win. Because if you have every day you have that individual win leading up to the end of the year, can you imagine how you will feel when you start 2019? So if you're up for 59 days of successes, do let me know, because I'd really like us to create something special by doing that. So that if each day, whoever takes part sends me a private message to say what their success was for that day, I'm offering to actually capture that for those that want to take part. And then at the end of the 59 days, I'll make a little presentation to each person that's actually got on board to do the 59 days of successes. Because I think it's something that's quite special, and it's something that's quite personal as well, because your successes will be different to mine. And then my successes will be different to the next person. So I think it'd be a really fun thing to, yes, love generating income. Well, why not? What about each of these 59 days, if both of you are up for generating income, you do something each day that takes you closer towards getting more income, or actually maybe generating more income on the particular days. So it'd be great to see some initiatives coming out and what you can do. Now, Pastor Roy, I know you've recently completed your book. Now, I'm not sure if you've printed any yet, but I know you've recently completed your book. So there are things that you could be doing around your book, if you're not already doing them, that can be generating income for you now. So that's something that, you maybe each day you've got a different task that you're doing that's taking you closer to getting more income around your book. And Robert, what are you saying? Within what you do on social media. Ooh. So Robert, you're saying, within what you do on social media, you would suggest that you've had great successes this morning on more than one occasion. Brilliant. So, these are the sort of things that we want to hear. And, if you're specific about your successes, and each day you drop me a private message, say your success, I'll record it. And then at the end of the 59 days, I'll do a nice presentation for you. Same for you, Pastor Roy. Each day, your success. Let's get it moving. Hi, Robert. I've spoken to Robert. Hi, Richard. Thank you for joining us. And Richard, what we're talking about doing is, now that we're in the last 2 months of the year, 59 days of successes. Starting tomorrow, we have a success a day, and each success, private message me. At the end of the 59 days, I will do a presentation to you on those successes. And, we can really end this year, when we talk about ending the year strong, if every day we've got a win, how phenomenal will that be? So I'm just putting that out there. Let's germinate on that. Because the other thing is, what would your ultimate win be? If between now and the 31st of December, you were getting these regular wins, what could that ultimate win be when you got to midnight, or should we say minutes to midnight on the 31st of December? What would rubber stamp the completion of your year? So that's something to consider. And if you haven't already got that big ultimate thing that's rubber stamped your year, then there's still time. Now, when I was preparing for tonight's show, there's a number of things running through my mind. But one thing I thought about was what I just said. What have your wins been for the year? Because I think sometimes we're so focused into the future that we don't always stop and take stock of what we've actually managed to accomplish, and to realize that we've been quite fortunate and we've actually done a lot. And as I posed that question and I wrote it down, I actually decided to answer that question for myself. And I'll share with you some of the things I wrote down. It's not everything that I've actually accomplished for the year. And some of the things I actively went out to do myself, and others are things that came to me through whatever I was already doing. So I will share some of those things with you. So, one of the big wins for the year is I'm actually broadcasting, because had it not been for Bradley putting that challenge to me a few months back to just get online, get on the lives and start broadcasting. So my initial broadcasts were on my own page, and they were all based around the value in you. You could see one of the cards. I always get the side draw. There it is. You can see one of the cards. There, I've done it right there. One of the cards behind me from the set. And I was broadcasting on my own page, and it was called Let's Talk. And the cards were a good instrument for conversation and added value into the conversation. So I started doing that. And then when this platform was created, decided to come onto the global TV platform with my 2 slots on a Monday at 7 and Friday at 8. And I've therefore been broadcasting, connecting with you guys, having fun, interviewing some interesting and amazing people, and just being out here. So, I do thank Bradley for giving me that challenge. And, I'm grateful that I've actually stepped up and taken it on. Hi, Sheldon. Thanks for joining. So that was one success for the year. Another one is that I've been able to create some new programs. And again, I mentioned to you earlier on, Robert, where you have certain skills that may be sort of underutilized. And when you actually think about what they are, you realize that you can put them together that then help you to monetize your talents and your skills. So that's what I've done within these new programs that I've created, things that come naturally to me, realize that how they're beneficial and helpful to other people, and created programs around that. Another win is that, I was in a national magazine only last month. So it was something that I hadn't gone looking for, but because I was in the right place, doing the right things, I got approached to be in the magazine. So it's another win. This morning I was on live national TV, again, through works that I'm doing. And this is work with me, my contribution, me giving back. I got approached last night to be on the program this morning. So another win. What else? Okay, of course, my Yes You Can award that I won earlier on in the year. So another win there. Some new collaborations. So now working with some new partners that I hadn't even envisaged that I'd be working with at the beginning of the year. So another win. Where I've taken on a chairmanship of a charity, which again is something that's come to me because of what I was already involved in. So there's a pattern here that by being involved and being connected to my things that I value, they've created opportunities for me, and they've opened doors for me to continue to actually help others, because it's not about me. Funny enough, although I'm saying they're wins, most of the things that have come to me have come through me helping others, me giving back to others, me helping those people that are less fortunate than myself. And I had a meeting this afternoon with a lady, again, around a social organization that she's part of, and so helping her with some ideas. And she actually said that when they first formed their organization, they just wanted to be a group of people helping each other. But they realized that they're okay. They didn't need to be helping each other. They needed to be helping those who were helpless. So this is part of the contribution. You're not always contributing to people that have got what you've got, or have got more than what you've got. A true contribution is to those people that have got far less than you, maybe even people that you may never meet, maybe people who may never know your name. If you can contribute to them to give them a better quality of life, a better value, then things come to you. Because in order for you to keep doing that, you will get replenished so that you can do more of that, do more good works. So that's something that I've found that has happened for me without me looking for anything else. Things have come my way. And again, I was able to launch a new initiative at the middle of the year. So, they've had quite a few wins that, thankfully, to this program, I actually sat down and thought about this evening. and there's some that I haven't really even put down as wins, but this is what we're showing. So I'm actually going to stop talking for a bit and look at some of your comments. So let's see what you're saying this evening. Ooh, did I leave Robert's comment up there? Robert, you're special. So, right, so what are we saying? Okay, so, okay. Right, so Robert, you're saying that you don't get too worked up over it. It would be difficult to attract money in your life projecting negative energy. Exactly that, because money is energy. So if your energy is not right, you're not going to attract any. So I'm glad that you're on that wavelength. Okay, Pastor Roy is saying, "Come on, generating income, let's do it." So I'm looking forward to you guys generating income so you can keep doing good works. And Robert says, within what you do on social media, you suggest that you have great success. Yes, we saw you having your great success this morning and are very happy for you. And okay, so Pastor Roy is saying, let's promote this book. Yes, let's promote the book. And again, maybe on your show, you'll be sharing snippets of your book with us so that we can get enticed and we can encourage other people to buy your book and know more about what's in your book and enjoy some of the teachings that I'm sure you've got in the book. Okay, so where are we? Hi, Richard. I wish I was a rock star. I don't think I've got the energy to be a rock star, but thank you anyway. Okay, where are we? Okay. Right, so again, Pastor Roy is now saying he wants 50 books sold by the end of the year. And that's quite doable. That is, that really is doable because there's all of the people here on the platform, there's all of us that know you. So what is it that you're going to put out that gets those 50 books sold by the end of the year? And quite honestly, I think you could have 50 books sold even sooner than that. So I look forward to having a conversation with you, actually. And I'm sure Bradley's got some ideas for you too. Okay. Ooh, that's an interesting one, Robert. So you could write a how-to on filling up your Facebook friends list without making friend requests. And again, brilliant idea. That's a skill set that you've got, and that's something that you've been doing. How many people would like to have that? And especially if they're active friends and genuine friends. Wow, great initiative. And I actually look forward to when you put in that you've actually generated your first bit of income from doing just that. So that's a challenge to you, Robert. Okay. Right, so Richard's saying that he's got 2 viewings arranged, possibly 4 deals, which by the end of January, your lowest financial... speak English, put your teeth in, lady. Right, your lowest financial freedom figure, mid 5-figure monthly income. Brilliant, Richard. And let's see it happen. And with ease. Because, it's brilliant to have these great goals and these targets, but let's enjoy the process as well. So, where I am, and we've been talking anyway, but, brilliant. If it can happen for you, wow. And then you can teach others. Okay, so where are we? Oh, I have to share that one. That's so sweet. So Pastor Roy is saying Robert Brooker, Roxanne St. Clair, Richard Fay, Bradley Chapman, all incredible people. And as are you, which is why we're all connected. So thank you for that. Right, so brilliant, Robert. So Bradley helped to connect you with the opportunity to live within happiness and experience frequent joy. What a blessing. So thank you for sharing that. Okay, brilliant. Okay, well, thank you for your comments because again, we're connected here. We're a community, and it's when we comment and we grow from each other. We give each other ideas, but then we can also support each other because we're in the executive suite. We are a team. We are a community, and for me, it's about supporting each other to our own greatness because we're all here with a special purpose, and we've all got value in us. So if we're doing what we're able to do and we're doing it to our best, but we're also helping others as well, How amazing is that? And this is what I like to see here, because now, Pastor Roy, we all know that you want 50 books sold by the end of the year. So we can put our thinking caps on us. How can we help you to get 50 books sold by the end of the year? When we see you posting about the book, when we see you posting a promotion, we can share that because you've now brought us in to see what your target is. Likewise, with Robert, you're now saying that, you can write the how-to on how to get, fill your friends list without putting out friend requests. How many people would love to do that? How many people would like to have that inside knowledge? So again, how can you make that work for you? So that's, brilliant idea. Richard, you're now, you've got your viewings lined up. You've got your goal set on your property portfolio and how you're going to generate your income from having your HMOs. So again, we're now, part of that circle that know what you're aiming to do, what you're doing. So even on the days when you may be sitting there waiting, there's somebody that knows what you're trying to do, somebody that could potentially support you, somebody who may actually see an opportunity that sounds like something that you're doing, that can also speak to you to say, well, I've seen this. Is this the kind of thing that you're doing? So this is what the executive suite is about, because we're all, we're all leaders. So that's a given. But we could be in a job at an executive or senior level. We could be an entrepreneur. We could be, a bigger business owner. So where do we come and get our support? It's right here. So this is what I'm looking to build within the executive suite so that we can all just thrive. So I'm just going to check that I'm okay for time, because I know sometimes I can chat and then the time gets away from me. So, I'm really, really happy with this. So I think that each of us are into this 59 days of success. So I'm taking it that you've signed up for that. So, all right. So Richard is saying, Pastor Roy, post the link here. So actually, Pastor Roy, can you share with us, is the book actually in print now? And is it available, or when will it be available if it's not currently available, so that we know, and likewise, as we mentioned, we can help you promote and announce the book and know a bit more about what the book's about. So that would be fabulous. All right, so, okay. Richard, you'll need to have some time and some patience, because I'll tell you with this, each of us have decades of experience. So to accomplish those decades of experience, where's that message? To accomplish those decades of experience, we'll have to give it to you in bite-sized chunks. So, and you need to speak to us independently. Sheldon is more on your project management and your PMOs with some systems thrown in. I'm on your finance and systems and vision. So yeah, we can talk. Okay, so the book is currently available on Amazon and Kindle. Okay, brilliantly. And okay, so all right, what was this? What was this last week, me and Maria? I'm sure you'll tell me, Richard. It's gone right over my head. So yeah, so really, that's what I really wanted to share with you tonight. It has been an interesting, exciting day, interesting, exciting week, and I've just really wanted to share. Just go for it. We've got 2 months. Just go for it and make sure that your year ends how you would love it to end. And right, so Pastor Roy saying, you rock, Robert. So you were the one. Oh, does that mean that Robert's already bought it? Oh, brilliant. Oh, that's really good. And again, see, this is it. This is the community of supporting each other. So that's one book sold, or does that not count in your 50? So let's now see how we can get some momentum. Let's see how we can end the year so that when we're all here, at the end of the year. Let's see. I'm not even sure what the date will be. Let me have a look and see what the date will be. That last, right. So the last Friday in December is actually going to be the 28th. So it'll be after Christmas, but before the new year. And I'm assuming that I'm going to be broadcasting. So wouldn't it be fabulous if we can be talking about all the wins that we've had in the last 2 months? The 50 plus books that have been sold. And Christmas is coming. Will they make great Christmas presents? The people that Robert's helped to build their list with ease. The properties that Richard has secured. So I'm looking forward to hearing you guys do some awesome, speak English, some awesome things, and really just seeing, how we can end this year, seeing how you start next year, because again, whatever wins you have this year, the next year is just going to amplify. And it's really fun to see people fired up and raring to go. And on that note, I'm actually going to wrap up and let you go off and plan your success for tomorrow. And maybe you even have one this evening. So thank you for joining me this evening in the Executive Suite. It has been a pleasure to be with you. I look forward to receiving your private messages with your wins. And let's do it. Let's have fun doing it, but let's go and create some impact. Let's help change some lives, because that's what we're here for. And I really appreciate you taking the time to be here this evening, taking the time to comment, taking the time to support each other, and just showing your true awesomeness. So have a fabulous weekend. And I look forward to connecting with you Monday evening at 7 o'clock. And you're most welcome, Robert. Thank you for being here. So have a great time. Bye for now.